Right. Well, after that bloody nuisance, we should be back online. Superb. Marvellous, isn't it? Wasn't it? Fucking cocksuckers. Right. Right. Big tank base, because we have to steal that item. Now... Oh, we've got to place the item over there. I'm just going to investigate. Because there's got to be something more to it, I think. Oh! Fuck yes. Okay. I mean, that's interesting. Right. Gotta say, I'm not entirely sure how you resolve that issue. What I'm just going to quickly do is do a little bit of a testing. Not convinced this is necessarily a solution, but I still just feel like I need to... Okay, so interestingly enough, the metal... Okay, so the metal doesn't necessarily appear to have frozen. I don't know if that helps me, but I'm not 100% convinced the metal froze. Or at least it didn't obviously look like it froze. As I say, not 100% sure if that helps me or not, but it's information. What I'm going to just do is bring in the flyer. I know it's a shit flyer. I'm well aware of it being a shit flyer. But I just want to know... Yeah, okay. So, approaching by air isn't a solution either. Which may mean I need to... This is a tricky beast, I think. A tricky beast indeed. I suppose let's just scrap the machine for now. So my thought... So it depends on whether I'm right, which I suppose at this point we do need to just sort of find out. So what we'll do is we'll just build the most bog standard of vehicles out of what I believe is a metal part, and then the cogs do feature an amount of wood. I'm not 100% convinced by this thing, but okay, well, that's not... It's not been destroyed. It's not necessarily useful, but it hasn't been destroyed. So I am... I mean, it's now just sort of floating around. I mean, that's kind of cool. I would never have thought of that as a thing, but that's kind of cool, isn't it? Whee! It's my massive spinning H. It's my big old spinning H. Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. It's my big old spinning H. Do you want to see something that might be quite fun? This was all built of couplers. So if I press the J button, which I believe is the decoupler, they'll all pop apart. Oh wait, that's alright, okay. Okay, so this is all good information to have. Small wheel. I wonder if the small wheel will freeze. Now, to a certain extent, you got to assume that wheel will freeze. Kind of got to assume a steering hinge probably won't. But anything flight related, that's all out, I think. So it's gonna have to end up being a ground-based vehicle. And the only thing I can really maybe think of is if you could... I mean, what you need, really, is something that you could deploy from about here, and it stretches all the way over to there, but I don't necessarily think I've got that sort of thing. So unfortunately, we're kind of not actually focused on the machine. What was the button? Was it that button? Maybe. So yeah, okay, the small wheel appears to have gone... Oh, and that's interesting. If I rushed it... If I rushed B... I wonder if I'd just end up punching into it. Curious. So I think that sort of wheel is out. Now, this is traditionally not what you would associate with being a wheel. However, that's not 100% to say it can't be a wheel. No. You're going mental and mad again, aren't you? Yeah, maybe a little bit. Mad like a fox. Woohoo, buddy, woohoo. Yeah, interesting. Again, we have information. Not quite as useful information. Oh, that's actually quite beautiful. Just pop the decouplers and it just sort of... It all just floats away. What a pretty little waste of time. Okay. Right, let's bring the big tank base out again. How close can I get? Probably that dude there is kind of the... Okay, so that's about as close as we can get. Now, fortunately, with 6 wheels, if I do get a little bit too close, it won't make too much difference. Plus, what I can do is I'll put a couple of test rods on the front. So once the test rods freeze over, I'll know I need to stop moving forward. But how much... Okay, my test... all my test rods are frozen over and fallen off. That's not what you want to hear, is it? No, it's not. That's a hell of a distance. I mean... I can't build anything non-metallic. I wonder... Ooh. Now that's interesting. Ooh. He's had an idea. Oh, he's not quite sure how to use the idea, but he's had one. Yes. How to execute the plan? I don't know. There's sort of a dual wielded plan. I'm not sure precisely how to unfold the dual wielded plan. Yes. Right. I'm just sort of placing blocks. I'm not entirely sure what these blocks are meant to be doing, but I'm placing blocks. Right. So what I'm after really is something like... Not really like that, no. Something like... so we want to go into the sub-options. We want this to face that way, really. That's it. And we sort of want to face it that way. And now we want to duplicate the selection. And move it along there, duplicate the selection. And move it along there. So we've got something reasonable sized to grab. And now what we want to do is we'll delete those two. And now we'll move those in a little bit more. That's it. That's what we want. Well, it's sort of what we want anyway. Right, what we want to do is we'll try and build it over here so we can figure out what the fuck we're doing. Actually, no, we'll try and build it there so we know what the fuck we're doing. Right, let's delete that and that after all. I told you I didn't know what I was doing when I was building those. I specified it quite clearly. No, I think it's got to be from the front, and from the front should be fine. So what we also want is maybe the log block. The log block. That log block might work for me. And I like saying the word log block. I'm going to do that, and whoops, that's one step too far. That's the ticket. Oh, of course, no, the log block won't work. No, because it's wood. Fuck. Everything has to be metal. Yes, I'm aware of this fact. You're clearly not aware of this fact because you keep trying to make things not out of metal. Yes, well, shut up. Shut up, you. Shut up. Okay. I think it's going to have to be just made of these. And now what we're going to do, select those, move them back there, move them up there. Now we want our bracing wires there and there. It's never going to reach far enough, is it? It's the big issue we've got, isn't it? The big issue we've got. I wonder if there's a way. Maybe if I suppose really, if my accuracy, if I get my accuracy correct, there's no way I need 3 of them. That is just me overkilling because I'm hoping for I'm hoping it, you know, overdoing it will work, but it probably won't. So I wonder if we can now, that's it, what we want to do ideally. It's not going to work the way I want it to, is it? I suppose, alright, if that doesn't work, oh, I see, rather awkwardly. Right, now, arg, arg, ooh, ar, just a little bit, ooh, ar, a little bit more, ooh, ar, just a little bit. You know what I'm looking for. Actually, you probably don't know what I'm looking for. I don't think anybody's going to know what I'm trying to do here. I don't even know what I'm trying to do here. And I'm the one fucking building the thing. Okay, so that. Alright. Now we want those as loose as possible and probably toggleable. Loose as possible and toggleable. Loose as possible and tell you what, we'll put that on K. Now, what happens? Right, okay, so at the moment it's shit. That's fine. It was an experiment. It's not a problem. But also, okay, so it literally just rips that off. That's not an issue. That's not an issue. I mean, it looks like an issue, but it's not an issue, I promise. Is that, what is that? Is that not what I think it is? Oh, no, it's not what I think it is. That's fine. So if I... bugger. Right. Not a problem. Not a problem. Not a problem, sir. Not a problem. Not a problem. Not a problem, sir. Sir, is it a problem? No, sir. No, sir, it is not a problem. So I don't think this is going to work, but I'm going to test it anyway and find out. So if I pinned that block there, if I pin that block there, it all really doesn't work. I will stretchy elastic band and pull the machine apart. That's not what I meant to do, but it does answer one question, which is pinning that block there, not going to work. Arg. Argy blargy dargy dog, argy blargy darg. So I suppose maybe all I really need is to put, say, a resting spot on the back there. Although it's not got the angle, does it? It doesn't have the angle. Which I suppose arguably, if it doesn't have the angle, increase the angle, I suppose. I suppose we could try do something like that. But the problem is, it's always going to be, that's never quite going to. Okay, that was interesting. Yes, the problem is that grabber, rather annoyingly, grab static auto grab. Ah, okay, no, auto grab. Just turn the auto grab off. It's still just sort of, yeah, it's still sort of just pulling itself apart. I don't even think that's to do with the auto grab now. Leaving the... Maybe I need to reverse... Whoops, wrong button. Reverse this coupler. Shut up, you. Shut up. Okay, okay, right, it fell apart, but that did technically... It did sort of take everything with it. Just, slightly unfortunate that it only went about that far. Yeah. Suppose maybe it needs to be toiter? Toiter like a toiger? Plus we do need some bracing, which that's a given and something I wasn't too fussed about. Oh no, I might get away with it. I do like me some symmetrical bracing. Okay, so we've got a bit of bracing out the front there, and assuming we only freeze the little, the furthest tips off. Okay, so again, it sort of gets hung up, which I feel like, I wish I had a 100% solution for that, but I don't. So if we angle it like that, bring it up like that, and the problem is, it's just, yeah, it's just going to drop like that. I mean, it definitely went further. Not far enough, but it definitely went further. Yeah, the slight issue, if you don't get a perfect launch, you really will not get... I don't think this system's going to work. I don't know if it's worthwhile trying to pursue it or just admitting defeat. Let's try... One brief attempt we'll do is just to up the strength a little bit. And maybe try toggling the mode. So that... Only you can answer this, yeah. No, that was even worse, wasn't it? I mean... Maximum strength? What could possibly go wrong? Toggle the mode for K. That one remain at minimum strength. No, maximum strength's not really helped. Okay, so just to let you know, the plan was to fling this contraption on that spring out and over, grabbing that and then reeling it back in like a massive, like, grappling hook. Unfortunately, my poor limited brain, I don't think, can muster the capability of working out the intricacies of getting it to do what I want it to do, which is an issue. Well, I mean, that's different, isn't it? It's a new problem. Maybe I tried one of these sort of platforms at an angle or some kind. Oh, interessante. Nah. Still not exactly perfect, but interesting. Let's put that back to... Let's reset it, but put toggle back on. Reset it, put toggle back on. Fling! Fling! The issue is it's just not flinging far enough. And I get the sense it will never fling far enough. Oh, and now we're leaving half of it behind. Awesome. There we go. My front tips have died. And yeah. Here. So part of the issue is the fucker falls off. That could be solved by careful driving, I suppose. Although there is only so much careful driving you can actually do with this creation. No, I don't think the whip and go system. The whip and go system is not going to do it. So I suppose at that point I may have to default to what could wind up being a worse idea, but also could wind up being the thing that works. So, God only knows what I'm trying to do here. Right. We start with a steering hinge. As all good creations do, we start with a steering hinge. Now, I feel like I'm going to have to make it out of decouplers, because there's just nothing else will survive long enough. So it's going to have to be decouplers. This is going to be horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. And there is literally no possibility of this thing working, I don't think. But there you go. Couplers again, please. Couplers again. I mean, kudos if you can see what I'm going for. I don't 100% blame you if you can't. I suppose the only other thing, I'll stick to couplers for now, but maybe I could get away with using pistons. See what happens. We'll see what happens with this horrible thing, because the sheer figuring out what the fuck button I need to press is going to be a nightmare. Getting all of these things to work in sequence with one another. I mean, I can't deny it. It's coming together better than I ever thought it was going to, which tells you how much faith I had in this plan when I started it. And now finally, yeah, I think I'll need to put the grabber there. Right. Okay. Fuck knows. Okay, so it's a little top heavy. Okay. So that right. So at the moment, it's all information gathering. Okay, so for starters, let's not limit the angle, and let's have, I suppose, K and L will suffice. Let's have a lower rotation speed. Now, for now, what I'm just going to do is copy and paste that across the board, because this will copy and paste the rotational settings and the limit angle settings. Okay, so K. Yeah, okay, so we need to figure out one crucial problem we're getting is that one, I think, needs to be the other way around. So L and K. So that when we push K, not... Okay, I suppose arguably we now know this one definitely needs to be the other way around. No, okay. So if I was to just do them separately, right? So okay, this one, its orientation, I don't know which. So K was going forward, so obviously that's pointing in the left. Okay, this is such a mess. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you, sir? How dare you? Right, G for that one. Now this one wants to go to the right, so I'll have H to the right. Now this one wants to go to the left again, so we'll have J to the left. And then this one wants to go to the... I can't see the arrow, there it is. So this one does want to go to the left, so K to the left. Then this one wants to go to the left, so L to the left. Then this one wants to go to the right. So I've kind of run out of buttons, but semicolon, fair enough, that'll do. This one wants to go to the left, so back quote, that'll do nicely. And this one wants to go to the left, so quote. Not entirely sure that should be quote, but there you go. Never mind. Okay, so G. Oh, gee, Rick. Oh, gee, Rick, this is fucking insane, Rick. Okay. Ah, delicate blooms, delicate bloom. Oh, okay. Right. So, what have we learned? Bit of suspension and a load of weight on the back. What have we learned? Absolutely fucking nothing. I slightly preempted you, but yes, you went exactly the same path as I did. You've learned nothing, sir. You have learned nothing. Okay. So, do you know what? Full deployment. I have full confidence in the machine. Okay, my tips are frozen. I need to just turn a little bit. Gotta be careful not to freeze. Oh, we almost froze the second tip off. Right. Right, delicately G it. That's it. There we go. Delicately G onto the suspension. Now, delicately H it. Delicately H it. Oh fuck! J is the decoupler. Fuck it. Fuck it. That was actually working. You son of a bitch. Oh, cock it. Right, okay. Decoupler is now on 1, and we have to find one steering that was on J. Which fucking one was on J? That must be... No. Oh, apparently I skipped J. Did I skip J? Fuck, I think I skipped J. Okay, well, at least now we don't have the getting a little bit of wheelie action because there's too much weight on the back. But that's not going to be a problem for long, because sooner or later we're going to have too much weight on the front. Okay, here we go. Here we go again. Alright. Delicate G's. Delicate G's. Delicate G's. That's the ticket. There you go. Delicate G's. And now delicate H's. Delicate H's. Delicate H's. That's it. That's it. Delicate J's. No. It is delicate K's. No, it's not. Fuck. What the fuck is that one? Why has this gone horribly wrong, you bastards? I blame you. I blame everyone here. There's a G, H, and this one should be a J. Right, there we go. We found the one that was supposed to be a J. Here we go, right. Okay. Fuck man, diddle it, fuck man, diddle it. This is silly, and it's never gonna work. But there you go. I've dedicated too much time to this method now. Okay, and frozen tips. So we come across, and now delicate G's, little delicate G's. That's it. Delicate G's, out you come. There you go. Not so delicate H. A reasonable amount of J, a little bit more H, a little bit more K, that's it, there you go, a little bit of L, a little bit, I don't think my folding arm is going to work. I mean, partially because, I think it's all... Sharp you. Sharp you. I've changed my mind. I'm going to make it work. Okay, can we just get rid of it? I don't know what that's doing, but... I really want to just trash... None! There we go. Good, none. Right. So now we've got that on G. And this one is the H one, so we want to just trash that. We don't want to go the other direction, although we probably will. But at the moment, we're just testing. Right, that's J. So let's ditch the L. There we go. Now, this one is meant to be L, so we ditch the K. This one is meant to be... Wait, what? Fuck it. G. H, J. This one should be K. And it should be going left. Right, this one should be L. And it should be going left. This one should be the semicolon. This one should be the back quote. And that should be the quote. Okay, once more we try. Yes, very trying. Extremely trying on the patience. Okay, my tips are frozen. Oh. This is very top heavy. But now, deploy the G. That's it. There we go. The G has been deployed. Boom, G is deployed. Deploy the H. The H has been deployed. Deploy the J. The J has been deployed. The H needs a little more deployment. That's not a problem. The K has now been deployed. The L has now been deployed. The colon has now been deployed. The semicolon has now been deployed. Now. No! So close! It's actually slightly too long. Maybe, just maybe. Right, let's just check. So that is one joint too long. So maybe what we want to do is if we back that off and put our arm on there. But what we're definitely going to want to do is not have it auto grab. V is fine. Don't want any jokes whatsoever until we win. Okay. Frozen tips. Deploy the G. Gently deploy the G. That's it. Now slightly more roughly deploy the H. That's it. Now deploy the J. Now deploy the K. How dare you? Oh ho! Just need to get a little bit closer. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can't actually rotate them up anymore because I turned that function off. Bollocks. Come on. Come on, I need you to bounce. I need you to bounce, baby. I need you to bounce, baby. Bounce, baby. Bounce for me, baby. Bounce for me. Bounce for me, baby. Oh, yeah, no, the machine has floated away. Okay. Okay. So, V deployment. B deployment. N deployment. M deployment. Comma deployment. Period deployment. And backslash deployment. Right. Here we go again. Here we go again. This time, though. This time. Okay, frozen tips. Our marker for all things frozen tips. Right, deploy the G. G deployed, sir. G deployed. Deploy a little bit more G. Deploy the H. That's the ticket. Deploy the J. Okay, okay. Deploy the L. Now, just need you to be a little more. Oh, it's very waggly. Oh. Wait for it. Wait, no, no. Stop floating away. Stop floating away. God damn it, I'm not entirely sure the grabber's grappling it. Okay, we'll have to try auto-grabbing and hope for the best, because me trying to grab, it's just not fucking working. This is the point in time where I discover I can't grab it. After all this effort, I discover the simple grabber, the humble grabber, is not... Okay, tips frozen. Oh dear, double tips frozen. We now got to be very careful because we've had double tips frozen. Okay. H fully deployed. Or that was G fully deployed. Now it's H fully deployed. Now it's J fully deployed. K fully deployed. L. L has got a problem. L has fallen apart because L has harder. Do you know what? I'm beginning to think this machine might not work. Frozen tips. Deploy the G. Right, now we have to be careful this time, because when we're deploying some of the later ones... Well, I don't hear you making any better suggestions. Yeah, you and your flippant remarks. Oh, yeah. You doubted me. You doubted me. Yeah. You didn't think. You didn't think. You didn't think the machine could do it. Oh shit, I really hope I don't get close enough to... Yes, there you go! You didn't think the machine could do it. You didn't think the machine could do it. But guess what? The machine, it did it. In fact, you know what? Just to prove everybody wrong. Just to prove everybody wrong. Oh, shit. The machine is freezing to death. Fuck. Alright, so I might not be proving everyone wrong. But I can still make it look pretty. You thought the machine wouldn't work, but the machine, it worked. And look! There you go. I've even undeployed it. But as I'd feared, the influence of the icing, I think, is based on the crystal, not the location there. So the moment I dragged the crystal towards the machine, it did what the crystal does, which is completely eradicate everything. But there you go. Nah. Nah. I did it. The crazy fucked up arm machine did it. That's what we like to see. Okay. Retrieve the consumed king. I don't... Is that an actual... Are you asking me to get a dude from inside? Oh shit, yeah, I think you are. Christ. And I'm loosely assuming it looks suspiciously like the frost. The spear on top of the Frost King. Oh no. Oh, fair dues. So, technically speaking... Oh, don't waggle yourself to death, machine. Please, don't waggle yourself to death. Deploy the G. Deploy the H. Deploy the J. Oh, the J destroyed its stuff. Come on. We can do this, plucky little machine. Look how quickly... Oh, shit. Hang on. Ah, fecking ball bags. That's the problem with the auto grab. But the auto grab is necessary for the later stage. Right, G deployment full. H deployment full. J deployment full. That deployment full. And now, boom. That deployment full. That deployment full. That deployment full. Now what we want to do, I think we need to bring that deployment up a bit. No, okay. I think we need to bring all the deployments up a bit. Oh, she rises. She rises. Okay, we need to get all the wheels on the floor. No, I think we have to give up on this monstrosity. Oh, I've got to keep it. I've got to keep it. I don't know what to call it, but I've got to keep it. The extendo arm. The grand old extendo arm. Okay, so I think this one feels like it's probably going to be relatively basic, because just all I really need is like a fairly lengthy poking stick with a grabber on the end. I mean, I somehow doubt it's going to be as simple as my brain is thinking it is, but it really does feel like that's how simple it would be. Oops, not the wheel I was looking for. That's not the wheel you were looking for. Right, it's going to throw my steering off because of the giant thing on the front, but... Oh, plus I don't think I can get the wheels in through the teeth of the dragon. Unless... Oh, I can just batter the teeth out of the way. There we go. Oh, I think I've got most of the king. I think I might have left the king's arms behind. Also, turns out those wheels at the front really do not fucking work. But, technically speaking, I have the king. Yeah. And they didn't mind. They didn't mind that I think I left the king's arms behind. Yeah, I definitely left the king's arms behind. Oh, I see. It's because the king... Oh, I got you. I understand. I understand what it is now. The king has skewered the dragon with the spear, and when I grabbed the king, I took his arms. But in fairness, the king was dead anyway, so... No, you're quite right. He wasn't using those arms. He was dead. Okay, fire lights the way. Okay. Oh, I see. I think I see. Anyway, bullshit you see. What I think... Whoops, no. I'd like to load this... That's it. So, what I'm thinking is I'm going to need a machine. Because if I'm correct in my thinking, what's going to happen here when I push this button... Ah, okay, no. Oh, I see. Maybe I don't see. I thought that was a button. I'm not convinced it's a button. Yeah, I think what I need... Oh, that's fair enough. I was only going to go for about 5-10 minutes anyway, so that's not a huge issue. So, I'm thinking after all, these are rotating. So what I'd need is maybe I need to sort of try and have a grabber on the side that can extend, allowing me to then be a sort of propulsion around the outside, maybe. Not 100% convinced that's going to work, but yeah, they seem to be a bit of a pain in the arse to move. Certainly, I mean, ramming it definitely doesn't seem to be working. Okay, let's try this side grabber theory. See if I can get that to work. So I'll just sort of punch out a little side path, punch out an equal grabber, and now let's see if we can. I suppose the only unfortunate thing is it would have been easier had I... Yeah, I need some extenders, I think, because let's say pistons. Assuming that grabber doesn't fall off, that would probably do. Pistons are H, yes. Right, so what I want to do ideally, just park it there, dink it there. Okay, this is interesting. Will that fire go out? No. It is weird. Not entirely sure I'm seeing the concept here. I suppose ultimately if the lower version of that works, there is nothing to suggest a higher version won't work, which should allow me to grab each thing. What do we think about that? So maybe try that for that one. Don't know if I'm going to be allowed any more height out of that. No. So if this top one doesn't reach the top one, we'll have issues. Right, at the moment this is just testing heights. Oops. It's supposed to just be testing heights, not grabbing things. Okay, so we have the slight issue that I can't get high enough. Yes. Oh. Also, we do need to adjust the settings of these things. So I think if I... Because partly because I don't like the way it looks at the moment, I should be able to just move that one down. I do need to move that one down as well. Thank you. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to get that. We can have those in number 2. And those as number 1. That's it. Now this one's going to be a slightly bigger problem. I think what I'm going to need to do is something like that, which is, I don't know, might end up being silly, but those ones, I think, if we try toggling their mode rather than anything else, I can't deny it, because we are extremely top heavy, we'll try and put a bit of stuff in there. A little bit of my standard weird bracing. Weird bracing, it's the only way to do things. Okay, so I may need to brace the arms thing as well. I suppose technically speaking, that bottom one theoretically is done, isn't it? Oh, I need to be slightly closer. Slightly move closer. Move your body real closer. Okay. Dang it. Darn you tootin'. Okay, slightly new plan. It's a basic variant on the same, whoops, that's not what I intended to do, was move you out one and you out two. That's it. And now what we want to do is just extend the pistons there and extend the pistons there. That's it. Now at this point I feel obliged to perhaps make a slight outboard weight system this arm. Try and hopefully have it balanced. Now, it's not a guarantee it's going to be balanced, but at least I'd have had a go. And that's better than nothing, isn't it? Better than nothing. Right. So now we got 1, 2, 3. Mother done a wee. She put it in the teapot, and then she made a cup of tea. Daft cow. Oh, I see. Yes, the one issue we've got is now, rather stupidly, I'm not going to be able to actually use any of these things. Okay. Oh. Ah, the other annoying factor is apparently, I see. Well, that's an issue, isn't it? Okay, so I think I'm approaching the situation wrong. Maybe. As if you would ever approach the situation wrong. You've never done so. Oh, cock it. Okay. New plan. Destroy. No, typical. New plan is I think we just want to poke it. So we'll just, I'll tell you what, we'll just stick a... Oh, intersect my ass. EA Sports. They intersect your ass. Fine, I suppose technically I don't need... All I really need is a poker. I think this arm idea, shit. Get rid of it. It's horrible. Horrible idea. Right. So the new theory I have is all I really need to do is poke the button. Poke the button? Poke the button. Okay. Poking the button hasn't worked. Maybe I do need to grab and rotate. Maybe I need to grab, rotate, and then push the button. Push the button, push the button. We gotta get a little bit further and push the button, push the button, push 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 button. Okay, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Because it turns out they don't seem to rotate after all. Apart from the bottom one that rotates. So there's a symbol there, which is the sort of triangle with a doodah. We don't seem to have a triangle with a doodah. The clue was the flame does something. It doesn't very much of anything at the moment, does it? Oh, I lost my arm. Okay, well that's an issue. Sure as shit is an issue, but yeah, poking that don't work. How in the ball bags? 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 How in the bag of balls? How in the ball bags? Howard in the ball bags? Have you got Howard in your ball bag? Howard in your ball bag? Howard in the bag of balls? Would you like to see Howard in the ball bag? Howard in the ball bag. Right. Yes. Can confirm. Does not rotate. Let's just check that top one again. Okay, can confirm. Does not rotate. Yet the bottom one does rotate. But why? Now the machine has fallen over and I can't ungrapple. There we go. Okay. There's a slight problem that the machine is now no longer on all 6 wheels, but technically it's still rolling better than it ever did. So is there a clue I'm missing on these? Not really. Is there a clue I'm missing on this one? Because this is the one that's lit. What is the overall clue? Fire lights the... Oh, right. Shitty hell. You dozy fuck nugget. Wa-la-la, wa-la-la. Dozy fuck nugget. Wa-la-la, wa-la-la. What I believe we're going to want is to light the extra flames. Now this isn't necessarily the best method of lighting them, but technically it did the job. Marvellous, right. Bong. Yes, there we go, just a little touching. Bong. Right, so now I'm loosely assuming we perhaps want to line it up with the triangle. Maybe. So what we'll try and do is, number one, rotate, which has, interestingly enough, managed to rotate number 2 automatically. Right, we need that raising up. No, that's the wrong one. Well, that's not. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, this is. Ugh. Arrgh. Oh, I fucking hate you. I hate you. I hate your guts. Yes, I do. I hate everything about you. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Hate you so much, and I will always hate you. I'll always hate you. Ooh. Oh, fuck! Hang on. If we run fast enough, no, it's no use. I fucking hate you. So if I just grab a couple of decouplers, I can A, potentially ditch the flame, and B, hopefully the metal will prevent it from burning me to death. There we go. Also looks slightly more stylish, I must admit. There we go. And now what we can do is say bye-bye torch. And that way we can't... Shreemac! We can't burn the fucker down. Right. Okay. We got this. Dink. Right, now, what was it? Dink M. Yes. The M dink has worked. And now we release the M dink. Now we just need to get the machine back into position. That's the ticket. Second K dink. Cocking cock burglars. Undink the K, I suppose. Ugh, God, this is irritating the fuck out of me. It's irritating the fuck out of me. It's so very much irritating the living fuck out of me. I think we'll probably be putting it away in a minute because it's annoying me. It's annoying me. What is it doing? It's annoying me. I don't really know where I'm trying to aim this thing, which is proving an issue. Because I thought I knew. Not 100% convinced this is what I'm after. I suppose ultimately. No, apparently not what I need. I mean, that one didn't light up any better anywhere else. So, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to aim it at each of the 3 torches? I can probably do that. If you really, really, really need me to. But then again, the bottom one is lit. So why? Could you? Oh, crap! The fucking wheels are off the floor. Yes, drop down and now grab that. Now, ideally, we don't want. Oh God. They're all going round now because this machine's a bit shit. I don't know what I'm trying to do and it's pissing me off no end because I don't really understand what you want me to do. You assholes. Why can't you just make it make sense? Make it make sense. Why don't you make it make sense? Because this middle one, I don't know whether this middle one is just a big old piece of shit, or it just don't like sitting anywhere. Like I suppose, is it meant to be all symbols? Biggest problem is this machine don't fucking work properly for what I need it to be doing, which is rotating these fucking cogs independently, and I don't know how I would solve that issue. I suppose maybe I'll have to build off of the different sides. I don't know. I'm getting slightly irritable now. Yeah, the big problem is that the fucking drag of the machine is screwing everything up, and if I try and offset them, yeah, if I try and offset the sides, that's not going to work. I wonder if it's going to have to be multiple machines, but it's going to have to be next time. We're going to have to figure something out because, as I say, I'm getting slightly irritable at the lack of any information that's on that map, because it's just like, no, you want to know things, no, you're not allowed to know things, you have to do all sorts of weird shit that doesn't mean you don't know things. Right, well, that's pretty much it. So that's your lot. I will say cheerio. I suppose I will do. I'll do my own Discord, because there you go. There's Discord. There's the Discord. Oh, Discord. There's him. There's him. And I think he's now doing more streams, possibly on a Tuesday and a Friday. So there's him as well. Him. And I tell you what, because fuck it, it's available, and I'll do it. Let's raid an individual. See what happens. Probably nothing, because there's nobody here. But fuck it. I will say cheerio, and then we'll go on a little raid. I don't know how long it's going to last. About 10 seconds, 6 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thunderbirds are go. I say I actually have to push the button. Well, off we pop for a raid. Cheerio. See you again Sunday, if you're available for Sunday afternoon at home. So off we pop.